EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This is fielded a couple yards deep, shedding the tackle. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go now. The Mike. 60 out low. The Mike. Ready? Shift.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Here we go. D6. D6. Gotta do better. Come on.
Now Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
From the 41, Jackson. And that's complete. It's Green here. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
56, 60 yards. 56, right there, 56. Pick me up. Here we go.
Throwing on second down, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
3rd and long.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
The Cardinals take
Good work,
over
boys. Let's
first
go.
and 10
Let's go.
at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Now Taylor. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Mike 10. Mike 10.
Second down, Murray sets to throw.
Pull it together.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson
That's what I'm talking about.
just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Harris to return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Kill.
Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
I'm coming. 56.
Jackson.
56. Here we go.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Number 86. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they see right through that defensively. as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Here we go. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Exit.
Hey, check Mike. Check Mike. Mike 6. Mike 6.
From the gun on third down, Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Murray. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
First down, Murray. And Daniels has it, left side. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
We got Mike 10 right here.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Check 26.
Murray to air it out again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Boom!
Trey Hendrickson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen, guys, so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strong right. Come on, baby. Come on. Watch the edge.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Green brings it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
The Saints first down.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Pitch to Murray. Acott's right sideline in some space.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Joker.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On the return, Harris. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson.
The amount of sacks that they...
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Yeah, baby.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Right there, 56. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. Mike's 56. 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Let's go.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Get in the West, 56 to Mike. 56.
Throwing again. Jackson.
Let's go.
He gets it complete to Harris. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Check 56.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Bring it. Mike 56.
Jackson will throw again.
Get the ball right here. Let's go.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Kill. Turn up. Watch twist. Twist.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Able to find Harris, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wild Card bout.
We play to win. Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown.
We got it.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
Yeah, absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Come on,
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. The pass complete. It's Byrd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got
Murray now on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Daniels. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards, good for his Saints. 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the safety creep.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Here we go. Boys, 56. 56. Y'all not ready.
On 2nd down, Barber. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, we got tight left.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Forced out to his left. He'll run it. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All day, defense. All day.
Jackson. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
This is Murray.
Check three,
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Check. Fresno.
Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Here we go. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Murray to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Byrd. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
36. Pull it. High. Delta, Delta.
Mike 10. Mike 10. And let's back and go.
Back to throw. Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Check 37. Check.
To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Cooks. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. This to advance to the divisional round. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it. Or
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Woo! You got him! You got him!
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter.